Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Caught quickly. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program, this is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. And they did it right there.
Now it's second down here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Running back with the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. They go with a direct snap. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Buffaloes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen. Not allowed.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. A running play called on 4th down. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. You can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
And the Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. This quarterback on fire today. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Bringing it out. It's awesome. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And is intercepted.
Well, when you play cover 3, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. The ball is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's the running back in the flat. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Proctor. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Trying to extend the play. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Second down play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The Buffaloes come up to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The back's got it. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the Buffaloes are going to keep this drive moving. As a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's awesome. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down here for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Proctor. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. We get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And in first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Oregon. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense will call a timeout before this field goal attempt, trying to get inside the kicker's head. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same as what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, looking to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Extra point try coming now. Extra point puts them in front by 1. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's awesome. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Chris, we're in the fourth quarter. You're in the red zone. Nice lead A chance to maybe score and put this game away, and instead you put the ball on the ground, it's a fumble. This game just got really interesting.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Yeah, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
The Ducks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Tailback takes the handoff again. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And he's got it again. Touchdown, Ducks. That puts him on top in the second half.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they'll set up with the PAT. Make the extra point and go up 6. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes churn out another first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. In the clear at the 25. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Will he score here? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes come to the line with 1st and goal. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, this is a risky throw here. It's so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the option play here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. He'll hand it off. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Empty set now. 5 wide. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Got him. He's sacked.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And the Ducks will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. The punter is hurried, and this punt won't go very far. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffs. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. Fielded in the end zone. It's awesome. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. He shreds the tackle. Finding some room at the 25. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
First down and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, most likely 4-down territory behind the lead. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be brought down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pass rush closing in. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well,